So have you ever had a color palette and you're like, okay, how am I supposed to put these colors together? How are they gonna look good? Wait, the color gonna look good on me? What in the world? How to use, how to blend? Is there a technique to it? And it's also like around the time to where it's either Pride Month and you just want to add some color to celebrate, or you could be like me and just want to add color because you're just tired of the boring neutral looks, especially if you have a day job like me. That's all you can actually do. You can't actually, you know, be your creative self. Well, then let me show you the techniques and how to create this nice purple, pink, blue, green makeup look. I'll see you. And if you're interested in all this, thank you for watching. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears. And I do apologize for the noise. I do record outside. And it's very gloomy and disgusting. Welcome to June, Texas. Well, basically today I'm going to show you how I did this look. Now, I did a baking video in case you haven't seen it. I'll link it down in the description below. I showed you guys how to bake. I did an intense look just so I could show you the major difference baking can do. Well, I got a response from my Instagram and Twitter that y'all just love my look. And so I should do a makeup tutorial. So here it is, my dears. Now I am using, just a little disclaimer, of my old palette, but the way colors are now, I'm sure you're able to find something in your collection close to these colors. Because I tried looking in my collection and I couldn't find any of the colors that will be relevant to you guys now, so I'm so sorry. But this is the look that I created, and my look was all on my social medias, so I'm going to show you how I recreated this nice beautiful eye look, this nice colorful look, how to blend, what colors to choose, what brushes will work, etc, etc. But before we begin and go straight into the lesson, I just remind you, please consider subscribing and remember to push the little notification bell, because it will let you know when my videos are up and loaded. And I do apologize, right now my videos are a little bit scattered, only because either due to weather, or right now I'm a little bit under the weather, like right here I'm a little bit sinusy, the rest is functional. So I'm fighting that right now, so I do apologize. But my videos are just a little bit off. It will be consistent, just let me get better, and I'm also fighting weather. So I'm really sorry. Also, please follow me on all of my social medias on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and even Snapchat, and I made it really easy. It all has the exact same handle at Enidbluesinger, as well as my IMDb page. It's for acting, Enid Lopez, my actual full name. As for my music, I actually may start recording my 5th song that I've been telling you guys about. That's called Evil Soul, Evil Child. Evil Soul, Evil Child. I know, a lot of BB King pills. And so now I gotta start to figure out, what should I do for my 7th song? 6th song. So, but no further ado, if you're interested in knowing how to create this look, you know, when you're going out with your friends, or going to the party, or just simply like me, you just want to get out of the rut of neutral colors, then with no further ado, let's start. Well, welcome back. As stated in the intro, I'll be doing that nice colorful makeup look that I posted everywhere. Now I am a little bit under the weather. I'm fine, I can do everything. It's just right here, I'm a little bit congested. Yes, so I'm going to try to be functional. So I'm just going to be doing eyes today to shorten up the time. I already did my brows. I'm just going to show you the colors that I use and the products that I use to create it. And then the rest of my face, I will step out, come back, and finish up underneath the eye and be completely done. Since today's strictly eyes. Now, I know this is Pride Month. A lot of people are doing stuff with colors, and that's kind of where I was too. Like, celebrate it, why not? And I was just in that colorful mood. You know how you have some days that you just want to be nice and basic, and some you just want a little punch up your look a little bit. Well, that's kind of where I was. Well, right now it's Sunday morning, and I'm actually have that picture on my phone because I semi-remember how I did it. I know, if I would have known this would have been a big request, I would have wrote it down. But I'm one of those, I grab stuff and I just go to it and not pay attention. Yeah, sad part is, it's not the first time I've done something like this. And yes, I'm outside, and of course coffee. And if you're worried about why you're drinking coffee when you're sick, one, is warm, and two, I've been drinking teas like for days. And yes, I'll be drinking some more tea later. It's mostly ginger, lemon, and peppermint. As I'm looking at my picture, I'm basically looking at the colors that I use. So let's get down into the tutorial, shall we? Because I know it's been a while. Okay, so I already did my brows. It's the Urban Decay Chocolate Brownie. What else, right? And Arbor. And another disclaimer, my nails look absolutely horrid. I'm aware. After this, I'm actually going to go get my nails done. So I know, and my hair is just, yeah, you're starting to look at my naturalness. My hair will be done on Friday. So just in case you were wondering, I'm aware. I look like a mess. I'm aware. So the first thing I do is go ahead and prime the eyes. So I will be using the Nars Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base, and I'm going to put this all over the eyes as so. And with this product, I've learned you have to do it one eye at a time or it will dry up really fast. Okay, and as you can tell, it spread everything, it covered everything, any veins, redness, because that's what I have. I mean, that's just what I got. It covered all of those imperfections out. So this, as you can tell, is definitely a repurchase. I love it, and it's not messy. You just put it with the doe foot applicator and just blend everything so nicely, effortlessly. You just can't do one eye here, no, you have to do one eye at a time. So that's really the only negative. Okay, now we need to set everything. I'm going to use like a nice base just to put everything in. It will be a lot easier to place the shadows, especially since we're using very bright colors today. A white base is going to be your best friend. So I'm actually going to go into my homemade holographic palette with single shadows, and this you can actually buy it on Amazon. I'll link where you can buy it on Amazon down in the description below if you understand this nice holographic palette. And actually this came from the Casey Holmes palette. I'm just going to use this white. That's the only reason I even have this palette. I got it out of the box, just FYI if you do plan to do that. And I try to be gentle, next will break. So yeah. Okay, now we have a nice, even, smooth surface, so any product can go on top. By the way, if you're wondering, I did use the LMR Cosmetic brush. It kind of looks like a Sigma E40. And that's all I'm going to be using in this palette. And then we're going to go into whichever palette you have that have this nice, bright color. Now, according to the picture, it looks like I have a very dark purple there, and then a light underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off light. I'm going to start off on this color that's called Jilted. I'm going to use the same brush I used to place that the white base, and I'm going to put it all over the crease lightly. Now the reason I'm putting this light color underneath is just gives it a nice base for the darker color to go on top. Because if you look at the picture, I have a very darker purple that I'm going to put right on top. And I'm going to put this light one a little bit closer to the top, but with a very light hand, with no additional product. When this happens, move your eye up like this. That way you can smooth out everything and gives you a little bit more space. Okay, now that we have that lovely color spread out up here, we're going to add the darker purple. So I will be using Urban, the same brush, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing but on top. Okay, you see how that lighter color just gave it a nice, with this color is dark but it's not so dark to where it's like, ooh, that's a lot. It balances out the color and the pigment. And you see how you look in the back up here, it looks like it's just pink, but in all reality it's just very light purple. Now I love these two colors together because it gives it like a nice ombre, don't you think? And then I'm actually going to be using the pink, which in this case is called Savage. I'm using a Sigma E55, and I'm just going to put this all over the lid, just everywhere. Okay, now that we got the pink all over the lid, what we're going to do is use this half right here, and we're going to be switching our brushes. We're going to be using Sigma E25, and I will be using Chaos, so this like bluish purpley kind of color, and just put it all on the outside here and a little bit on the crease. As so. to your brush, no additional product, just to blend this out, because as you can tell, it leaves it really like messy and harsh. And then just go back to the pink, just intensify it just a bit. With the brush, just a boop, like literally 2 little boops. Just freaking help blend all the colors in, lightly. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the brow bone, because that's all we're gonna do on the lid and on the crease. We're gonna use our E30, and I'm gonna go into Revolt and put it all over the brow bone. Then I'm actually going to go with a new E40 that has no product at all. I'm not adding any additional product. I'm just going to use it to blend everything right in. You see how that made it not so harsh? It made it nice, smooth. Okay, now as for the lid, the brow bone, everything is done. And just in case I didn't say it in the beginning, the reason I have tape around my eyes is because if you look at the picture, I have this cat eye looking situation, and this helps, and it'd be a lot easier when you clean it up to take everything out, which is another reason why I prefer doing eyes first and face, because it's the face. This is gonna remove all your foundation, all your hard work. This, at least, you do it before, you clean it up, etc., etc., and it leaves that line. You see how perfectly that line is? So, if you give me a moment, I'm gonna step away, I'm gonna go finish up my face, and I'll be right back, and we'll finish up underneath the eyes. So I'll see you in just a second. In the back, as I stated, I finished the rest of my face. If you remember, I did have tape underneath there, and a little bit fell underneath here. I decided to just keep it. We're gonna go over it with color anyway. It's one of those things. I was just like, it's cute. So actually, that would be a nice little hack too. If you don't feel like doing underneath so much, leave enough space and the color will go there like perfectly. Just a little FYI, just a little tip there. So, lovely. Texas looks like it wants to rain again. Shocking. So if you're thinking about going to Houston, yeah, don't come in June. Don't come. So, let's go back and let's see if we can get this done as quickly as possible. I'm going to use different colors underneath here actually. I'm going to put my brush, I'm going to be using an E30, and I'm going to be going into this blue and putting it just on the outer edge. And then go on with the brush that doesn't have any product that we used before and help blend. Also, the way to calculate it, you see how half our eye, we use that little purple color? That's basically where you stop and you put the other color. So in case you're wondering how far you can put a different color in, just use that as a measurement. This is in Gonzo, by the way, which I've always liked that name, because this, I'm showing my age for a second, because there was a show I used to watch when I was little that was called The Muppet Babies, which now I think you know, some people don't even know what that is, but they're from Sesame Street and stuff, and there's a little character that I've always liked, because he was a little weird. I like, you know, he always had life in with his own little beat, Gonzo, and so that's what this reminds me of. I absolutely love. Like if I ever have my own makeup line, I probably will name something Gonzo. Watch, I probably will. Okay, and I'm going to be using a different color. I'm going to go ahead and put my brush in this green color, this nice mossy green. It's called Freak, and I'm going to put it from the inner corner all the way to the rest of that. And of course, blend. Okay, and then I'm actually going to use this, you know, flat little brush. I'm going to go back into Gonzo right here, and I'm going to put it right on my waterline. You see how that makes that little pop? And basically the eyes is done. Now you can put false lashes if you want, because especially when you use a lot of bright color in your eyes, it looks better with false lashes. Now, in the video that I did with the baking, I did use false lashes, but today I'm just going to go grocery shopping, getting my nails done, nothing too exciting. So I'm just going to leave my regular lashes. They'll be alright, I'm not going to die. But I'm going to be using my new favorite obsession. It's from the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. It literally smells like peaches and cream. Love it, and it has that even mist. And so this is basically the end of the look and how I created that look that nice fine day. Now, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you staying to the end of the video. And if you have, of course, your treat is yay! Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you recreate this look, tag me. I have me, DM me, comment below, and I'll be more than happy to take a look at your look. If you recreated my video, let me know. I'll be glad to watch it. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna start to leave before the rain actually starts to come again. So driving today is gonna be fun. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And one last thing before you leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you on my next video. See you soon.